It's one thing to always teach about acting, but as I always say, unless you can understand it from life, it's irrelevant, because what we're doing is revealing the human condition. And everything you will ever learn about craft has to do with what life teaches us. I want you guys to understand that as actors, in order to bring this text alive, we really have to understand the humanity about the text, and then the necessary actions to bring the text alive. Because what may feel good to you as the actor is not the thing that's going to keep you alive. It is very easy to want our work to be for the love of the audience. Meaning, if I have this emotional reaction, I will get the love and sympathy and compassion of the audience. The second you do that, you destroy everything you've worked on. Your job is not about getting the love of the audience. Your job is getting what you want from your partner. What we do to survive. Each one of us has an accumulation of mechanisms that we utilize based on who we are, what we've learned, and what we've been through to stay here. Because we want to be here. Everything that we do moment to moment is to improve our present situation. And to this moment in time, most of us have not had to face stakes that really ask us to fight for our survival. You do not know what you will do in a situation that threatens your survival. It's very easy to say, I will do this, I will do that. But until you're faced with the obliteration of your life, you have no idea what you as a human being are capable of doing. And that really is about respecting your journey of being alive. When you're faced with your own mortality, you will surprise yourself by what you are willing to do to transform those circumstances so you can make it. And that will bring up a lot of demons in you to survive. You will go through a series of trials and tribulations that beg you to search deep down in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit to transmute the present circumstances you're in just so you can survive. And sometimes those actions are ugly. And sometimes those actions are subtle. And sometimes those actions are not so subtle. We get one life. And as collective as we are, there's one thing that remains very individual. And that is based on our desire to survive. We, because of our soul, because of who we are, because of our accumulation of our past experiences, because of what we've been through, pick and choose what we are willing to do that is going to better our situation in the hopes that we can make it through. And that asks of you to somehow, some way, allow that will of survival to be the main focus, which dissolves emotionality. Because emotionality is a risk when it's about self-preservation. There's something called the sympathetic nervous system that kicks in. And that sympathetic nervous system is that fright or flight mechanism within the body that does everything that it can so you can survive. What's underneath that is the emotionality, is the inner life, is the substance behind the circumstances you're in. But that can't be the driving force, because that's the thing that can weigh you down because of feeling, rather than doing the job to survive. And that doesn't mean you're not going to have moments here and there based on survival that you're going to have your feelings about it, that you're going to have an emotional component to what you're experiencing, what you have experienced, or what you have to do to survive. But at the end of the day, when you're faced with your own mortality, that sympathetic nervous system kicks in so you can make it through. I'm not saying our personal lives haven't come with trials and tribulations, but most of us haven't faced, luckily, our mortality in the sense that we're in life or death situations. But if we are, you will be surprised by what you do to survive. And you will be surprised how it's easy, stepping outside of it, to judge those actions. Because they don't seem tidy, they don't seem pretty, they don't seem normal, they may seem dark. But what you do is because you're trying to preserve your life. And we do the best we can with what we have in the circumstances we're in, based on the relationships that are surrounding us, based on the risk that is surrounding us, based on the stakes that are surrounding us, that are going to pull us through. So as an artist, as an actor, I encourage you to go along this journey, or any journey that you're taking as an actor, as an artist, revealing the human condition, to not go at it with judgment, but go at it with compassion, trying to understand a human being, the circumstances they're in, and what they are doing to try to survive or make that circumstance better for their life.